We are going
well,
to
outside
play
it's a rare Texas snowstorm, but we are indoors here at AT&T
this
Stadium
is
in Arlington.
Face of Franchise
and
Madden
tonight
20.
it's the first of our college football
We're
playoff
going
semifinal
to be playing the
matchups.
semifinals
As we'll see the Clemson
with Oregon
Tigers
Ducks.
taking on the Oregon Ducks.
Here comes Patrick Mahomes. Sweet.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Jewell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the 4th consecutive year. Champions in the 2016 season. Trying to make it 2 titles in 3 years if they can get things done. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Cooper. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A big test ahead. His first collegiate snap coming right now as the Ducks have it 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that.
2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carlson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Watches that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt seeing so far with that continuity is there.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson, 34 yards. And the Ducks have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
All right, guys.
Cooper now looking to throw.
Everyone, make sure everyone watching, please like the video.
Only 3 yards on the catch.
Like
it's
the
3rd
video.
down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So that one good for 16 yards and a first.
I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Ale for being a great leadoff hitter in Cheviot All-Stars.
Sharply inside,
And
not easily covered, and then
he's great at basketball too. So
And able to pick up the first.
awesome, Ale.
Cooper off the play fake.
Wow.
Simpson reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this
Ale is awesome,
inside the
so.
30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now this will probably be
Here
the
we
last
go,
play of the
boys.
quarter.
Let's win it
They tried a
all.
quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker
Whatever.
spot.
We're still winning,
position
and
designation
I'm
really
a good
doesn't
quarterback, so
matter.
we
If you
should win
creep up
this
to the line of
game.
scrimmage,
And then
you just
if we
have to
win
look for
this,
the football.
it'll be
Make
very
sure you
easy
move
because
before you
Clemson's
do.
by far the best team that we can play
Throw as
in
that's
this.
complete on the hitch route. And he's going to be brought down on
So if we
what
can
will
beat
be
them,
the
we
final
should
play
be able
of
to
this
beat anyone
first
else.
quarter. After 7-0 on
Like the
EA
video and
Sports.
subscribe.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, crap. Oh, my God. I suck at this game. I'm so bad.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point safely through. And we are tied at 7.
Jackson, 3 people are watching. 8 comments. Yeah.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Everyone watching, if you play at Cheviot.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And
Whatever.
he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Everyone subscribe and like this video if you want me to keep posting
The offense
these.
for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things
Go,
going
baby!
so well. Where you're guessing
Oh,
wrong play
boy.
after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
There you go,
Throw
boys.
that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd and 1.
I suck. Why do I run backwards?
I think that's an example of how the game speed is
I'd also like to shout out Miguel.
You might not be going
I'll
full
let
speed.
Gladder,
A lot of guys
so,
in shorts coming your way. So it's going to be a big key to see how he adjusts to how the speed really picks up in this game and if he's able to get rid of the football.
And think about it, Charles. That's the first time he's hit the ground with a sack since his high school days. He played in a couple spring games, but those were non-contact for the quarterback.
Yeah, they're wearing a different color jersey. No one hits the QB, even in the spring game.
On first down, they go option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, sack.
No chance
But like tackled behind line scrimmage. We're going verticals here. Probably hitting that piece guy or whatever. Going over the middle. Why is it not snapping?
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, that was a jeez. That was a terrible pass.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure.
Should we throw it? Should we go for it? Alright, whatever. We're gonna go for it. We're going verticals. Come on, please. Get open. Get open,
They
please.
elect to go on 4th and 11. Now back to throw. And he fires one
Oh, I
that's intercepted.
suck.
Picked off at about the 31.
Damn. I'm so
That's a great
bad.
example of ball
We
skills
can't
right
let them
there.
score right
You and I do a
now.
lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a throw
Oh,
in the end zone
no.
on first down, but it winds up
Oh, you gotta
incomplete.
catch that and keep your feet in
that
that.
defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their
They
toes. That's
pancaked
why
me
they
on
haven't
that
had
last
much success
play,
on the
dude.
scoreboard. Now
Oh,
a toss
his
left side
state
into the hands of his
tackle,
tight end.
boy.
4 yards of
Got him.
incompletion, and it sets up a third down.
Whatever. Oh, boy.
Well, the strategy was evident there.
come on.
Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the
Oh,
corner
no.
defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
We
He's going to
suck.
get this down near the 30-yard
Oh,
line.
defense.
11 yards for number 11.
One
Are
thing
there
I can say
18
pretty
comments
safely,
and no one
that route
watching?
is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you don't lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong arm guy who can right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A good gain of 14
Luckily,
there, and it moves the
he
chains.
false start, false
And now
start.
whistles and a flag. And I
No,
think we got
there was
jump
a
here.
false start too. Come on. Whatever.
defensively.
And it's a kill.
Yeah.
Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Cooper will look to throw it.
Come on, get to him.
Going right side.
No,
That's
you're supposed to
complete.
hit stick
It'll be a
tackle.
3-yard
Don't just
gain,
tackle
and it'll be
him.
second down.
I think it's
We
okay
need a
that they didn't
fumble
get a
so
whole lot on
bad,
that
or a
play, but it's nice
pick,
to have
or
a safety
something.
valve that's built like
Please.
this guy. Big
No!
target, guy you can stop
Fumble!
pretty easily,
Fumble!
put it
Fumble!
And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown.
What?
An 8-yard touchdown.
Why was he celebrating if it was a
And his guys have taken the
touchdown?
lead.
Oh my God.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball.
Why was a lineman celebrating when it wasn't a touchdown? When it wasn't a touchdown, sorry. When it was a
The
touchdown.
extra point
Man,
up and
he's
good.
so
And that makes the
freaking
score
dumb.
14-7. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing
So
away.
dumb.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, come on, Hodo. Let me block so I can, Hodo. Ugh.
The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession.
bad.
But Charles, so much of this offense the
Like
last few years
Carlson.
centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days, right here in Texas, just outside
Oh, snap. All right, we're going a different play. Coach's suggestions. We are not going to chew the clock. Come on, Welsh. Come on, baby.
Looking to throw.
What are you doing? Oh, the running back. The running back. Oh, crap. I forgot to backspin. Jeez, our offense is falling off. Freaking a post.
Pulled in at the 24.
Come on, pick right before half. Get a pick right before half. Dying.
1st and 10 now for Clemson.
Oh, let's go. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on.
The offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go.
On 2nd down now.
Bumble.
Nifty running there, but
kidding me.
What should be the final
kidding me.
Number 1.
Kidding me.
The offense on 3rd down tonight.
Why is it accelerating?
This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, kid. Just want to check in with you. How'd you feel about the first half?
Hey, let's do it in the second half, baby. Come on.
I definitely could have played better. We got another half to go. Just got to get back there and get on the same page as these guys. Get back out and get after it.
That's right. That's all you can do. Just make sure you relax. Second half's going to be fine.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Cooper looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards down for this offense. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Keller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Henry, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for the third quarter of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Jewell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really...
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. DeMarcus Sowell, 38 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back to throw here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
He's got the first down here inside the 30, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
He'll drop to throw. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Clemson offense here set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On the carry, it's Jewell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jewell.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Clemson punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken to about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. The Oregon Ducks' quest for a national title